Hi everyone, it's your girl Ayana. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. And this video, we're actually going to do a review of a quick clip from the show The Real, where Jordin Sparks shares her opinion on marriage in long-term committed relationships. I thought it was a great topic to discuss, and hopefully we can learn and grow from her perspective and from what her perspective draws out of us. So before we jump into the clip, I wanted to just remind you that on this channel, we are here to inspire, encourage, and to learn, whether it be from other people's experiences or our own experiences. We want to take that information and use it to become the best versions of ourselves. So with that being said, let's jump into the video. Try to have an open mind, open perspective, and look for information in here that you can use to build on the knowledge you already have to once again be the best version of yourself. All right, so let's jump right into the clip.
I'm going to get a lot of flack from this from my family, but I think if you're going to take the dive, then it has to be respected. The institution of marriage has to be respected because you're making that decision to actually do that. But I also think if you have a great relationship and you're good where you're at, you don't have to get married. I personally don't think that. Like, just be happy. Healthy relationships come in all shapes and sizes. And so for me, I am married. I married my husband. I love him. We're going on 5 years. And I'm just so grateful. But at the same time, I have friends that have been together for years and aren't married. And that doesn't make a difference to me. They're committed to each other. They love each other. It's the same thing.
Okay, so let's chat about what we just watched. Jordin Sparks' perspective was that there's no right or wrong when it comes to marriage or being in a long-term committed relationship. Either option is just fine. What she stressed at the very end is it's just up to you and your partner, and that's all that matters. She gave an example of herself as being happily married, but she also gave an example of her friends being in happily committed, non-married relationships. I like her neutral perspective. I think it's a fair perspective, and I can't agree anymore with her. I think your relationship is between you and your partner, whatever that looks like. There's so many different relationship styles and types that I would hate to back everyone into a box and say this is the only style for you. Marriage is the only style for you, when we know that it's not successful for every couple. So explore is what I would encourage you to do. Explore the different types of relationships. Find the one that works best for you and your partner and live that version. Live that lifestyle. And hopefully that brings you satisfaction and joy and peace so that you can be the best version of yourself. But don't join a union or a relationship type that you're not comfortable with because of pressure or because of what society thinks. Because it's your life. You have to live it, right? Why be miserable trying to follow what other people are encouraging you to do, or because you're in a relationship style you don't want to be in, but your partner wants to be in that relationship style. So it's a really important thing to talk about with your partner, especially if you're planning on having a serious relationship with that person, is discussing the type of relationship style that you want to live in, and making sure you're both on the same page, because there's nothing worse than you wanting to get married but your partner doesn't want or doesn't believe in marriage, or vice versa. So be open to other perspectives. Don't have to live them, but be open to them. But also know and trust yourself enough to be able to stand firm in your beliefs and your values and what kind of relationship you want. Because that ultimately is going to be what drives you to have a happy relationship, right? If you're in the relationship style that you desire. No need to add more confusion by being in a relationship that you don't subscribe to that style, right? So with that being said, I hope you learned something from this clip. I can't wait to hear what your perspective is. I know marriage is can be a controversial topic in some demographics. So I would love to hear your perspective on marriage versus a long-term committed relationship. So please drop your comments below. Also, remember, We're here to learn from each other's experiences, to broaden our horizons, and to be the best version of ourselves. And sometimes that means having conversations that aren't very comfortable, or they may be a little controversial, but they need to be had. So take the information that you find in this video, go share it with your partner, with your friends, get their feedback too, start the conversation, and see where it goes in your life. So thank you for joining me today. Before I go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, be safe, be true, and be authentically you.